We here at Bobchat like to think we help shape our nation's youth, but unless you want your children to grow up like us, we suggest only listening with other inebriated adults.
Is this marijuana?
Yeah. Of course it is.
Bob!
Bob! Bob!
Bob!
Bobby!
Bob!
It's Bobchat Baby.
And we're just sitting here cranking a few beers, hacking a couple darts, and shooting the shit, you know?
Listen, man. Okay, I can't turn water into wine, but I can turn any conversation into an argument, and that's pretty special, I think. Yeah, you guess it. It's another episode of Bobchat coming to you live, not live, but on location. We are at a good friend of ours, Mr. Adam Rubini's house for another episode. What's happening, Captain?
Nothing much.
No?
No.
Good to see you.
It's been a while since the last one.
Well, since we did a podcast, we've been seeing each other, though.
Yes.
Yeah,
we've seen more of each other in the last 6 months than...
in 10 years. Yeah, it's nice. So we've been working out. We went out for lunch today. So quick question for the Bobchat audience. Raise your hand if you've ever had rabies. Adam?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, so if you guys can, I know you can't see, but Adam has his...
He's got his hand raised.
He has his hand raised.
Yeah.
Adam got rabies. Can you tell us what happened? This is a good story, and I would like to know, because apparently a lot of subsequential problems and things have arose since the rabies bite. So fill us in. Set the stage for us, how you got rabies.
So we were at... a cottage. We rented a cottage as a family in Tobermory area.
Beautiful. It's beautiful up there.
And
just beautiful.
We were out for breakfast on the deck one day, and like it's 10:30 in the morning.
Let's just have a nice breakfast on the deck. What could go wrong?
Yeah. And Vanessa came out after all of us, and all the chairs were on one side of the deck, and there was one empty one that was on the other side of the deck, and she comes out, and I was like, okay, I'll move the chair for you.
Yeah.
And so I grabbed the chair. It's like a Muskoka chair, and I move it maybe like an inch, and I hear this like squeal or like a hiss, and I felt like a sharp bite on the end of my toe.
No.
I was like, what the fuck? And I look down, and there's a bat sprawled out, like its wings are flat. It's lying on the deck. And I look at my toe, and like you can see, because I think because it's my toe, it's like thicker skin, so you can see
where
like it's a little more prominent.
The fangs
it was
went into you
immediately afterwards, but you just saw two fucking holes.
So you got bit by a bat,
and I was like, I just got bit by a bat. And like my wife's right there. And funny enough, we found out 2 days before that she was pregnant, so it was like,
yeah. It's crazy how things work out, huh?
Is a rabies vaccine like safe for a child or something? So a lot of questions kind of came up, but we grabbed a towel right away.
Wrapped your foot? No,
we put a towel over the bat. It was actually Kyle. Kyle kind of turned into hero mode here.
Kyle, your brother.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And throws a towel over the bat, grabs a Tupperware container, and they put it in the freezer.
The bat?
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
And
so you could test the bat?
Well, immediately afterwards, I'm like looking on all the message boards, or like the rabies page, and they're all like, get to a hospital immediately, and I'm like, fuck, like what's gonna happen? And
amazing.
Luckily, my mom's a public health nurse, or was before she retired, and she's like, just hold up a second, like let's call somebody. So she calls telehealth. We get through to this guy. I can't remember his name. He was cool though. And
so just for people that don't know, we telehealth is like you can just call in and talk to like a nurse for free.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Canada. Pretty much.
Canada.
And like with rabies, they're pretty serious about it.
They
turns out,
they take it just as seriously as Michael Scott does. Run for the cure. Remember that episode?
That is one of my favorite episodes of The Office. Like,
hi, we're out of the office today because we're at the Michael Scott.
I was gonna say the voicemail's the best.
Yeah,
part.
the Michael Scott 5K rabies run for the cure.
Then it's like a pause. He's like, for the cure.
Okay, so
Anyways, so
what'd the nurse say on the phone?
So the guy says, where exactly did you get bit? And I was like, literally the end of my toe. And he goes, how tall are you? I'm like 5'10".
Yeah.
If I'm being generous, like it's it's really
am I wearing boots or? Amazing.
So he's like, and you have the bat caught and it's dead and everything. We're like, yeah. He goes, just hold up. What we'll do is we'll send somebody out
To get
pick
the
up the bat. We'll test it. Basically, rabies travels like an inch per day in your body.
Yeah.
So because it was literally the opposite end of my brain,
Yeah.
I had like 65 to 70 days before it reached my brain and like fucked me up.
Killed ya.
He's like, don't worry about it. There hasn't been a positive case for like 4 or 5 years here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Bat bites happen, and the fact that you caught it, like, best case scenario. So somebody came 4 p.m. that day.
Yeah.
Like, we're in the middle of fucking nowhere.
Yeah.
And they still had somebody come out, check out the area. They collected the bat. 2 days later, I get a call, and again, they've reassured all of us, like, do not worry about this.
Yeah. So did you enjoy the rest of your weekend at least, or?
Yeah,
what?
it stung. It was kind of like a bee sting
Okay.
on the end of my toe, so it was like every step I felt it, but it didn't hurt.
Yeah. It was just uncomfortable.
Yeah. And so
Sorry.
but like the longer
So how
it
do you get
went,
bit by a bat? That's so.
the
dumb.
longer it went, I was thinking like this bat was it was 10:30 in the morning. That's not normal.
Yeah, it shouldn't be.
It's
out.
lying on the fucking deck by itself.
Something's wrong with this
And
bat.
it was super easy to catch. So like that doesn't add up to like, oh, this is a healthy bat. And
Maybe
so
you could have been like, but you would turn into like Batman.
yeah. So I was out with my sister's boyfriend, and we were just getting tacos.
Yeah.
There was a really good taco place in Tobermory.
Nice.
I was kind of cheese though. One of my favorite Mexican foods is like street corn.
I love street corn.
The fucking sign is a cob of corn.
And they have no corn.
They didn't even have corn on the cob. They didn't
my
have anything.
God. Really?
I was like, how could you possibly have corn as like the mascot of the company? And you don't have it on the menu
and see,
anywhere.
the thing
so
that people need to realize about Adam too is that you take food very seriously. You don't fuck with this man's
if it doesn't
food.
make sense, it doesn't make sense. And that did not up to
I literally watched you throw a hamburger out today after taking one bite. Like most people would be like, "Oh, I spent $15 on it. I'll just eat it."
No. I've got to like it. The tacos were incredible.
Yeah.
Like we went back 3 times in a week. So it was
did
worth
you
it.
you got a call or something while you
So
were
we
doing-
got the call while we were leaving the restaurant, and the guy goes, "You want the good news or the bad news?" I'm like, "What's the good news?" He goes, "Well, you're the first person in 5 years
to get rabies,
but you got rabies." And I was like,
Oh
"Oh,
my God.
fuck you!"
Yeah, that's too much.
And he's like, "So, what works better for you, tonight, tomorrow, or Friday?" And I was like, "Well, where am I going?" And he goes, "The closest place you can go is Lionhead Hospital."
Which is way far from Tobermory.
It was like 45 minutes, maybe an hour
Yeah.
each way.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
an
yeah.
hour and a half out of my fucking day while I should be
Enjoying your vacation at the cottage.
fucking canoeing and kayaking and stuff.
fishing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Um,
what'd you do? Did you go to Lionset?
We went Thursday morning. They really wanted to do Friday, but we were leaving Friday, and I was like, there's no way we're turning a 4-hour trip into 7 hours waiting at a hospital for a needle.
Yeah, seriously.
So
Just one needle?
I was told on the phone, he's like, yeah, so you're going to need 2 vaccines.
Okay, for the rabies, yeah.
Yeah, he's like, one of them's the actual vaccine, one of
I
them...
can't believe you got fucking rabies, dude. Like,
Well, so I looked further into it,
I've never met anyone that's got
and
rabies.
before me, there was maybe one other person in Ontario that had been bitten this year.
Yeah.
So if let's say there's 13 million
Yeah.
in Ontario, like the odds of that are astronomical.
That you actually got rabies.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's wild.
And
So there's that many bat bites each year?
no,
Very few people are getting bit by them.
there are a number of them, but most of them turn out to be negative. And I found out something afterwards too. Buddy of mine at hockey, he's a vet, and he was like, the fact that there was a positive case this year or like last year is nuts, because the amount of work they do to kind of like stop it before it happens is there's a lot. So the fact that there was a positive case was a big deal. Like as soon as it came out that I was positive, there was like 13 news articles in about 5 minutes.
Really?
Yeah, and they were all like,
"You're famous.
The victim is receiving treatment." It's like, I'm the victim.
I'm the victim of the rabies.
Yeah.
Okay, so
so
you
anyways,
go on
I
Thursday morning.
Yeah. And Vanessa comes with me, and Vanessa is terrified of needles. Like,
Yeah, they're not the best.
No, but I've never seen anybody.
People are like, "Oh, you don't like needles? You have all these tattoos." I'm like, "It's a different needle.
Yeah,
it's not penetrating my body."
And she's gotten better with it, but like, I still think we would have had to put her under if she was the one that got bit. Yeah. I don't think she would have been able to 100%.
Thank God you went and moved the chair, hey?
Oh, God. Yeah. So, anyways, we get to the hospital, and I'm like, I'm here for a rabies vaccine. And the lady looks up, smiles, and goes, what did you do to get bit by a bat? And I was like, oh, and she goes, did you kick it? And I was like, do people normally kick bats? Like, no.
No, I usually only see them flying.
That was my thought. So she was like, yeah, you've been a big topic of conversation in the last couple of days.
Oh my God, the rabies guy's coming in today.
Exactly. So, I finally...
It's so fucked up, man.
I had to wait like an hour and a half too. So like,
really?
This is exactly why I didn't want to do it on the Friday.
They should roll the red carpet out for you.
I would have thought so, but the Lions Head Hospital has 6 beds, and
really?
4 of them were taken with like long-term things.
Oh, okay.
So I understand. But so I go back.
Like, I can't believe they just have rabies vaccines on hand.
Well, so that's the thing. They don't
in?
have the vaccine. They had to bring it in. That's why they had to schedule me to come in.
Yeah, where'd they bring it in from?
Ottawa.
Ottawa?
Yeah.
They keep it in the capital.
I guess so. I don't really understand it, but they were quick about it. Like, they got it tested within 24 hours.
Well, because if somebody dies of rabies in 2024, like, we got a serious fucking problem.
And they said, too, the bat has to be dead before you freeze it. Because there have been cases where the bat literally comes back to life and bites the technician.
Oh,
and then they have to get rabies shots.
So how did you kill the bat? You just suffocated it?
There was a piece of wood.
Oh, okay.
Crushed its little head.
Oh, nice. Okay, yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck that bat. Well, what do? You got to kill it. You have to kill it. They want you to kill it, right?
And good thing we did.
Yeah.
So, anyways, because we also had 4 dogs on that deck.
Fuck.
And if a dog gets bit, even if they have the vaccine, it's a much different scenario. You have to like isolate them in a room for 14 days. Like, you can't interact with them. You can't pet them. You can let them out, and that's it.
Wow. That's crazy, eh?
And that's even with the shots that you get ahead of time. Anyways, not to drag this on. So
stop batting around, Adam.
I'm in the room, and the guy's like, so I'm going to give you a heads up. Like, I've gotten these needles before. They hurt.
He's had rabies?
I don't know what his situation was, but he's had these.
All right. It's like cops when they have to get tased, so they know what it's like to tase somebody. We're like, we're going to give you the rabies shots just so you know what it's like.
Well, so
how many, like, this is the worst part of this story.
I've been getting people telling me like, oh yeah, they put a needle into your belly button and
that's
stuff.
What they used to do.
Like,
they used to give it to
fucking gross.
They used to give it to you in the stomach.
Yeah.
I think that's just like a common misconception, because how many people do you know that have actually had rabies vaccines?
Well, that's what I mean. Almost.
That's like an urban myth, I think. So
even my doctor, when I went to see him, he's like, well, this is a first for me.
Yeah. So where do you get the needle? How many needles and where do you get
them? Again, nobody's told me a firm number on how many needles, and he's like, it does hurt. I'm like, I'm pretty good with needles. Like, I'll be okay. Don't worry.
Yeah.
He goes, no, it hurts.
Yeah. Oh, no.
And he's like, so we're going to have to basically give you a shot right where the infection is, or where the bite was.
Oh, on your toe.
And I was like, into the end of my toe? He's like, yeah. I was like, you're going to put a needle into my toe. He's like, yeah. And he's looking at it, and he's like, wow, it's like 4 days after, and you can still see the bite clearly. I'm like, I know, it's kind of fucked up.
Is it still there now? Do you have a scar?
I'll get to that.
Okay,
but,
okay. Sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself here. I just, when your friend gets rabies, it's like really
There's a lot of questions.
It's really exciting.
Yeah. So he's like, I'm gonna have to put about a milliliter of the vaccine into your toe.
Oh no.
Or sorry, this was the immunoglobulin.
Okay, so
It's
what
like
what does that do? That's
it's like a
so that's
suppressant.
a needle before the needle.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah. He's like, so we're gonna have to put one in your toe, 1 milliliter into your toe, and then we'll put some in your leg, as like, because that's where it would travel up. Right?
Yeah.
And it takes like 7 days to take into effect. Doesn't matter. So to my understanding, 1 milliliter would be 1 needle. And so I'm lying on the bed. He's fucking touching my toe. I'm like, this already hurts, like, because it's right where the bite was.
Yeah, and you have so many nerve endings there too. Right?
Yeah.
Sorry to make you relive this.
So the second
anything for Bobchat, Adam?
and the needle's like a thicker needle too.
Yeah.
The second it touched the skin of my toe, I've never audibly reacted to a shot before. And I immediately go, holy mother of fuck.
Yeah.
And the doctor starts laughing.
Yeah.
As he's pumping the shit into my toe, which I can feel my toe like pulsing.
Gross.
And he takes it out, which hurt just as much. And he goes, and I was like, you weren't fucking kidding.
Yeah.
And he's laughing, and I was like, well, thank God that's done. He's like, we have 2 more to go into your toe. And I was like, you're putting 3 needles into my toe.
Oh, no, dude.
So by the 3rd one, it felt like it was a water balloon with like tiny little holes where the water's just like seeping out.
Yeah. Oh, no.
So that hurt like a motherfucker.
So you got 3 needles in your toe, right where the bite was. And then what?
And so he's like, the nurses are just prepping the rest of the needles. And I'm like, what do you mean the rest of the needles? Like, how many am I getting? And he goes, well, we're going to have to put 3 more into your leg. And that's all he says. And then he's like, we got to put some into your shoulder, and then we got to put the vaccine into your other shoulder. So nurses come in.
Oh, no. With a tray of fucking needles.
They literally, there was like 15 on the thing. And
oh, my God.
She comes in. And she's like, so if you can just lie on your side, I'm just going to like feel around your leg to kind of see where the best place to put these in. And I was like, where exactly are you putting them in? She goes, well, one's going to have to go into your calf. One's going to go into the front of your thigh. One's going into the back of your thigh. And I was like, I came in here thinking worst case scenario, I'm getting a needle in my ass. This is way worse.
Okay, so by the time we're at the legs, we're already up to what, 6 needles?
So,
oh my God,
when
dude.
they put it, first of all, she's feeling my leg,
crazy.
and she goes,
"It's craziness.
I'm gonna need you to not flex your leg while we do this." And I was
yeah,
like,
sure.
I'm not flexing my leg, and she's like groping my leg, and she goes, you have really strong leg muscles. I was like,
yeah, I play a lot of hockey.
Thanks. Like, not the time.
Yeah, thank you. I am married though. See the ring? Okay, yeah, unbelievable.
So when they put it into my calf, my muscle twitched.
Oh yeah,
and they both just froze and were like, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "Yep, just keep fucking pumping. Yeah, go."
I want to get back to my family and enjoy the cottage.
Oh man, and like all I was thinking about when they were about to do the thigh one was when I used to teach first aid, like what they would tell us for the EpiPens, like that's one of the biggest muscles in your body, like you're gonna feel it hurts a lot.
Yeah.
So they put the one into the top of my leg, and that, like, it hurt. It wasn't as bad as I thought.
Okay.
And then they put one into the back of my leg. And my muscle twitched again, and they looked like really concerned after that.
Oh no!
Because I guess like the needle can break or something. I don't know, but it was all fine. They did it. They put it into my shoulders. So by the end, there was 9 needles on the first day.
Oh no! What?
I had to.
You had to go back.
So. But I was going back to London.
Okay.
I went to the London Health Unit 3 days later, so on Sunday.
Yeah.
Got another needle in my shoulder. I had to go back 4 days after that, get another needle into my shoulder.
Oh, no. Why? Just because it's close to your brain?
They have to keep giving you the vaccine.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
For how long?
And then I went back one more time on day 14. So it was day 1, day 3, day 7, day 14.
Okay, yeah.
And
the math is mathin'.
One of the things they said when I first got my needles, they're like, you cannot get another vaccine in the next 3 months.
Like any kind of vaccine.
Yeah. They're like, no flu shots, no anything.
No 20th Corona shot?
Exactly. So I was like, sounds good to me. Like,
yeah,
I'm
cool.
done with needles after this.
Yeah, I literally just you put like 15 needles into me.
Well,
that's so crazy.
On day 14,
for the cure,
he prints out like a summary of all my vaccines that they have on record, and they're like, you're past due on your tetanus. And I'm looking at the date, I'm like, that's definitely not true. Like, I pulled up a picture on my phone of when I cut my wrists on a fence.
Yeah.
And I got a tetanus shot after that.
Yeah.
And it was about halfway in between, but I was still like year 9 of 10.
Yeah.
And he's like, I can just do it right now for you. And I was like, fuck, I'm already here. Go for it.
I thought you weren't allowed to get any other vaccines.
How does he not know that?
Yeah, he's a doctor, right?
Right.
So did you say to him,
So,
hey, I'm not supposed to get any more vaccines?
I finally off a whim, I was like, you know what? I've had like 17 needles in the last 2 weeks. Maybe I'll just wait.
Yeah, I would.
And get it in like November or something.
Because at first you're like, you know what? I'm at the point now. It's like, it's how much more could it really hurt at this point?
But then it was like, do I really need to put myself through more? So that was what stopped me.
Because imagine it fucked up like
and then
you'd
I
have
called
to go
Vanessa,
back.
and I was like, hey, like they offered for me to do this, but I told them I'd just wait, and they're like, Adam, you can't get any more vaccines. Like it'll cancel out the rabies one pretty much. And I was like, holy fuck, what if I had done that?
Good save.
Would I have to start all 17 shots over again? Or
Guaranteed you would.
Probably. Just to
and
be
you'd be running out of time. You only have 65 days before that gets to your fucking brain.
My next question, I was like, so is there any like, how effective is this? They're like, it's like 99%.
Oh no, really?
I'm like, all right, well, is there like a blood test in a month to see if the antibodies are working or something?
Yeah.
And they're like, no, we just assume it's going to work.
What?
And I was like, what the fuck does that mean? So like,
what if you just wake up dead
so
one
I do
day?
the math. I'm like, so if I'm still kicking October 1st, like, I'm good.
Yeah.
And you're like, yeah, pretty much.
And it's
like,
almost January now, so you're fine.
I mean, yeah, I came in when it was all good.
Oh, thank God.
What was wild is somebody else got bit. It was the first rabies-related death in Ontario.
What?
Since like 1950.
When did this happen?
This year.
No shit.
It was like 3 months after me, yeah.
And why didn't they get treated?
I guess they never actually saw the bite. The kid just like, or the person or whatever it was, woke up and
had a bite,
had a cut, and then there was like a bat in the room. But that one was like a large bat.
Yeah.
Whereas mine was just like a small bat, like 2 inches big.
Still though.
And yeah, I guess they just didn't think anything of it.
And then they fucking died of rabies.
Yeah.
No shit. Yeah. I'm glad you didn't die of rabies. So that worked out pretty well. I mean, other than having to get like 1 million fucking needles, it's at least you're okay now.
So I told the guys
nice.
at hockey, it was a great story for the locker room, and the one guy came in like a month ago, like very recent. He goes, I can't talk about hockey at work because every time I do, all the guys, like all the other vets are like, how's the guy with the rabies doing? Like, is he still okay?
You just always get yourself in these crazy situations.
And then,
oh my God,
what was funny too?
Rabies.
I was getting one of the follow-up shots, and the guy giving it to me, he goes, so have you done any jokes where you like start barking at people? And I thought back, and literally
that's funny.
The night before at hockey,
that's hilarious.
Had the puck on the other team. And I skated up to him and I just started woofing. I was like, whoa. And I didn't even think about the rabies thing.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
Until the guy said that the next day.
That's funny. Oh my God, I can't believe. So you know what? You beat rabies for the cure.
Yeah,
I'm proud of you.
Thank you, Michael Scott.
He didn't have to run at all.
Yeah, it's all Dunder Mifflin and their fundraising.
What are the chances that you get fucking rabies though? Honestly, out of everybody that could get rabies,
I know.
It's just your luck, eh?
I can't go on vacation without something going wrong.
Apparently not. I would love to go on a vacation soon. Would be awesome.
It helps when your parents pay for the cottage.
Yeah, so the rabies didn't seem too bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's fun. So, yeah. So you're also going to be a dad. We kind of touched on that a little bit at the beginning.
Yeah. So we found out 2 days before.
Yeah.
That,
it's exciting.
We were pregnant, and it kind of was unfortunate because like we didn't want to tell people. But the doctor called Vanessa on Saturday.
Yeah.
And we had just done like the test and stuff, and doctors don't normally call on Saturday, so
yeah,
she was like, I have to call back.
Yeah.
And they were like, oh yeah, we just wanted to call and let you know that you're pregnant. She's like, oh, okay.
Thank you.
Well, now we're on vacation. I was planning on drinking the whole time. Like,
well, thank you for telling me.
Guess we're not doing that.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
So, and then like we were gonna be with my family for another week.
Yeah.
And not being able to
tell them,
say anything or really talk about it. It was so.
Good thing the rabies happened, and then that just sort of everyone was more concerned about you at that point. I think
exactly.
Yeah.
The joke was that I was stealing Vanessa's thunder. You know.
Yeah, she might be pregnant, but I've got rabies.
But I got rabies, bitch. She was a lot more concerned than I was. I was like, whatever. They got a vaccine for it. Like,
I don't care if I die. It'll be fine.
And Vanessa's like freaking out. She's like, do you feel okay? Do you have like a feet? I was like, Vanessa.
Well, yeah, because she just found out she was pregnant. She doesn't want her fucking husband to die of rabies.
I understand.
I get it.
But if you start feeling any symptoms,
yeah, what are the symptoms? What are the symptoms of rabies? Let's look it up.
So I looked it up.
You obviously know already. Yeah.
But it was like fever, chills.
Yeah.
But apparently when it really sets in, whatever the person goes through, it's fucking awful.
Yeah.
So
well, it's basically like it infects your brain, right?
Yeah.
And like like
and it's untreatable once it does its thing.
See, and that's fucked.
Yeah.
That's fucked. Let's see what it says.
Oh, and so you were asking about like if you can still see it when it got really cold here.
Yeah, you could see the marks.
No, I could feel it. Like every hole where the bat bite was, where the needles were, the whole end of my toe just started hurting when it was super cold. But now that it's like warmed up again, it doesn't bother me at all. But I looked to see if you could still see it. I couldn't see anything. So.
Okay, so it says, yeah, you're right. So early symptoms can include flu. Early symptoms of rabies in humans include fever, headache, weakness, or discomfort. There must be itching, prickling, or discomfort at the bite site. These symptoms can last for several days. Okay, later symptoms. Oh my God. Anxiety, irritability, or agitation. Holy fuck, I think I have rabies, dude. Confusion, delirium, fear of water or air gusts. Okay, that's kind of weird. Hallucinations. Oh, kind of sounds dope, dude.
I've seen videos of people suffering from it, and it's,
I'm not gonna look it up then.
Scary.
Hallucinations, hypersalivation. So yeah, you could trip out and never have dry mouth again. That's perfect. Awesome. Insomnia, muscle spasms, seizures, difficulty breathing or swallowing. Yeah, no, it definitely gets worse. Yeah. So, it can take a few days to over a year. Wow.
Yeah, it drags out.
Oh my God. Once symptoms appear, death usually occurs within 7 to 14 days.
Pretty wild.
Yeah, you can antibodies and then 4 shots rabies vaccine over 14 days. Well, it's available from family doctors or travel clinics. So, just remember out there, Bobchat listeners in the Bobchat world, if you get bit by any kind of wild animal, you should probably just get checked for rabies.
And cool thing,
for the cure.
When you do get the rabies shot, you are in the clear for 3 months. You can get bit by fucking anything. And you don't get a shot.
Shit.
Yeah.
I'd be out there trying to get bit again.
Oh, fucking take on all the raccoons.
Yeah, you want to go, you little bitch? Put them up, you little fucking...
Where are those possums?
Yeah, those little fucking trash pandas and their fucking thumb. Taking the lids off my garbage cans. Fuck you.
Yeah.
Okay? Listen.
When do you think this podcast will be released?
Why do you got to put that pressure on me?
I'm just
especially
curious,
on the show. I don't know. It's a lot of work.
So the baby's due March 25th.
Baby's due March 25th.
Yeah.
Okay. Why, you want to do a post? Well, we could do a post baby.
No, I just think it'll be interesting, like, when people hear it if they don't know or whatever.
Oh, it'll be out before then for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Okay,
I'm
there you
lazy,
go.
but I'm not that lazy.
You never know.
I'll get the.
You never know.
Well, it's like, I mean, I could literally go home and just do it tonight, but I'm not gonna.
I believe, too, on a previous podcast, we had talked about, like, working out or doing some kind of physical thing, and Bob's exact words were, like, I will die before I work out or something like that.
Yeah, no, I fucking love it.
And
Except I hurt myself for people that don't know.
Not workout related.
Oh, I should tell that story.
That's not why, but
Yeah.
Bob came to me in like August,
Yep.
September. He's like,
He's a changed man now.
Let's get this
I'm
started.
feeling good. I'm looking fit. You
And
know,
we got
I feel
a
good about
beautiful
it.
gym in the basement.
It is
so,
really nice. You got like
yeah.
15 grand in that thing.
Yeah, we made it specifically to.
There's a TV down there, wall mount, fucking sick, and
Yeah.
it fucking swivels and shit.
All the weights are rubber coated.
Oh hell
Got a cable
yeah!
machine,
Oh, did
squat
you
rack.
actually? Did you? I rickrolled you guys. Like
That was you.
yeah,
Fuck, man.
you didn't know?
I was like, no way Vanessa's this clever.
That was me. So I Adam. If you,
I just switched a song and then it switched again and I thought it was Braden that did it. He's looking at me like, what the fuck are you putting on?
oh, it was me from the driveway. I literally like we were all working out, like me, Adam, and Braden, and then I said, okay, I was done my workout, so I was gonna go home, and I get in the car and I'm still on the Wi-Fi, so I was like, okay. Basement speaker, and I fucking rickrolled them. Never gonna give you one. Never gonna
What you
let
don't
you
know
down.
about that though is that you put it up to full volume and it's a Google Home Max, so it's the speaker capability
Oh, I
of
did.
5 Google Homes.
I did put it up to
So
full.
it was so loud. I was like panicking, trying to like turn it down, and you're still turning it up as I'm turning it down. I'm like, no!
I know, because I saw it going down. And I'm like, no, turn it. Gotcha.
Oh my god.
That was you. That was me. You did not. You had no idea what happened there. Yeah, because you know what rickrolling is, right?
I just assumed Vanessa somehow put this on.
No, it was me.
I know what it is, yeah.
It was me. I did it from the
It
driveway.
was fucking funny.
I put it on. I cranked it, and then I left.
Yeah, well, Bob had an accident. He can't work out anymore. So he just bikes for 10 minutes.
Yeah,
Sorry,
I did. Oh,
20 to 30.
I did have an accident.
And then
No,
he-
I've been doing 30 minutes. I've been
and
doing the
then he
cardio.
leaves.
Yeah, so I basically, if you don't know, I suffered a hairline fracture in my right arm, like on my bicep area, and it's been like really negatively affecting my life for a while now. It happened deer hunting. I whiskey revved a 4-wheeler. And if you don't know what a whiskey rev is, it's basically where you hit the throttle when you really don't mean to. So basically, it was raining that day. I'm sitting out in a fucking tree. I'm soaking wet. It's like a good 5-minute walk back to the ATV. It's another like good little 5-minute ride back to the house. So I'm just soaking wet. Like my glasses are just covered in water. I'm so done. I'm so done being outside. And I get there, and I'm like, oh, yeah, I got to get off and open the garage door to put the ATV in. And as I was getting off, I give her a little whiskey rev and a little whiskey throttle, and she just fucking launched me.
It was
There's a video.
crazy to see.
There's a video.
The power
That I fell.
that
Oh, it launched me.
of it going back and you fucking getting tossed
Oh, it tossed me big time.
onto concrete. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. That, like,
It was I took a
you
big hit.
forget how powerful those things
Dude,
are
I took a big hit.
sometimes,
Yeah. So basically, because it's got a gear shifter down at the side, and I thought I popped into neutral, but it slipped into reverse. And again, it's fucking raining, and I can be an idiot sometimes. So that's what happened.
He didn't get a deer that day, so he was pissed off.
Yeah, shot it. Well, I
You
shot.
know,
I know, and so I wrecked my
No,
hunting
dude.
too. I only got half my week of deer hunting in, and I shot at a deer on Monday and missed it, and then I missed out on like another 4 days of hunting.
You sent it to me. I sent it to like 20 people. Right
No,
away.
you motherfucker.
It's like, yo, look at Bob.
That's why I rickrolled you, bitch. But yeah, man, it's been like negatively affecting my life. Like it's definitely getting better. I got to go back for X-rays again next week, and hopefully they say everything is fine. But yeah, it's been making it pretty difficult to live my life. I went to the hospital. I don't know if I told you this. So I'm at the hospital when it first happened. I drove myself. Basically, I went home that night, and I was like, oh, fuck, someone's wrong with me, right? I'm just going to go home. I'll sleep it off. I'll be fine, right? I'm going to be sore or whatever. No big deal. I went home and, like, just, like, drank a bunch of whiskey, and then I went to bed. I was like, because I was in a lot of pain. And, yeah, then I woke up, and I was like, oh, fuck, I can't go hunting. There's no way I can go hunting today. I can't raise my arm. I was like, I need to go to the hospital. So I called my family doctor. And I was like, they're like, what's wrong? And I'm like, yeah, like I'm pretty sure my arm is broken. Like I flew off an ATV accident. And they're like, there's nothing we can do for you here. You need to go to the hospital. I'm like, can you send me for X-ray or something? Like, sir, you need to go to the hospital. And I said, well, fuck. I was like, I don't want to sit. Like, the hospital here in London where we live, like, I would be sitting in the emerge for probably, like, 16 hours.
Oh, yeah.
So the nurse at my daughter's, I was like, well, why don't you go to Strathroy Hospital, which is pretty close, about 40 minutes from here. And I said, okay, perfect. So I fucking, and I got a standard car, but once I get into fifth gear, I took the highway. I don't have to shift anymore, so I'm just, sailing, right? I could drive one arm. That's fine.
Yeah, sure.
And then I get there, and I'm talking to the doctor, and, actually, no, sorry. This was the second time I went. So, anyways, the first time I just go, they give me a sling, blah blah blah. Second time I meet with the orthopedic surgeon, and he's like, and I said, I'm like, buddy, you got to give me something here. I've been taking Advil and fucking Tylenol. My stomach is killing me. He writes me like 2 prescriptions. I'm like, plus driving sucks. He looks at me, he's like, you're driving right now? And I said, yeah, and I got a standard car. And he's like, you're driving a standard car. He's like, sir, he's like, you realize if you get in an accident, they're going to blame you 100% because your arm's fucked up. And I said, well, what am I supposed to do? I got to go to work, got to come to the hospital. He's like, maybe you should rent an automatic car for a bit. I said, I looked right at him. I said, listen, buddy, I got an ex-wife. I'm not renting shit. Okay, I'm not renting anything. I don't have any money to rent. I'm like, I got a car. I'm going to drive this thing into the fucking ground. I'm not renting a car.
Yep.
So, anyways, he wasn't too impressed by that, but he gave me a couple scripts though, and
easy for a doctor to say.
Yeah, must be nice.
Just rent a car.
Yeah, Mr. Rich Guy.
For the next 12 weeks.
But yeah, so no, I've stopped taking the pain medicine now, which is good. Like I think I'm definitely getting better. Like I'm so sore, and like when I get the kids, like it's tough because I'm lifting them up. They always want to be carried, and like they suck at getting in the car by themselves, and so it's like like I still have to be a dad, and I still gotta live a life. I cleaned my house yesterday, and I'm paying for it today. My arm fucking really hurts, but whatever. That's why God created marijuana. I self-medicate, so it's cool. I'm getting better. But yeah, so basically it's just fucking up my life. Can't work out. I can't really play guitar that much. Like I played a little bit today, but I mean it still hurts, right? So
yeah.
Yep. So yeah, it's been an interesting journey, and I probably should have the sling on right now, but
we're hoping in the new year we can get back to working out because Bob kind of keeps me accountable too.
That's true. That's very
discipline's
true.
Definitely my failure. So whenever Bob comes over, it's like, well, I can't fucking leave him down there by himself.
Yeah, exactly. So. What kind of friend would you be?
And once I'm down there, I'm fine. It's saying like RuneScape and TV or
yeah. Honestly, sometimes I just sometimes I come over here and I'm like. I don't even want to work out.
I don't set us up for success by insisting that we smoke weed.
Yeah, let's get high first.
But I love being toasty for a workout or like before hockey. I did extensive testing over the course of 2 years of whether I played better or worse if smoking or not smoking. And honestly, I played awful. Well, especially as goalie.
The funny thing is I like most people are like, oh yeah, I take a pre-workout so I can get the energy to get my workout done. And I'm like, really? Because like we're just smoking like a bunch of dope. Like I'm high as fuck down there. Yeah. I'm like Adam puts a TV on, and then next thing you know, we're both like, how many sets do we do? I don't fucking know.
Yeah. We
Better
have a
do 3
whiteboard
more, I
now.
guess. Yeah.
We have a whiteboard to keep track.
Yeah, because you're
it
too
became
high
a
to
problem.
remember. Yeah.
Yeah.
Plus, we get distracted easily when we're high, so it's like, what?
Yeah.
Oh, Sports Center, perfect.
We haven't seen that today.
I feel like I've been watching Sports Center all fucking day today.
We can sometimes, like, we've tried throwing on like Star Wars and stuff to just kind of have
Yeah,
something to watch,
but it's something
I want to watch it too much.
I want to watch it too much,
Yeah.
exactly, and then I can't focus, and I'm
Yeah.
like, why don't we just go sit on the couch? It's way more comfortable.
My favorite thing that we've done differently is quieter music, because I like having the music, but when it's loud, I find that it just
It's distracting.
fucking, like,
It's
takes
distracting.
me out of the zone.
And plus, it's fun to talk in between sets, but it always gets to a point where, like, whoever's actually doing the workout at the time, they're just listening because you can't
talk.
You can't talk.
Yeah.
You're like, yeah, cool. So anyways, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, you know what else is really disappointing? After lunch, we went and got some cards. We went and got a couple packs of hockey cards and some Pokemon cards. We got fuck all. That's it, though. It's gambling.
Yeah, we're gonna do another one at the end of January, and we'll have some cool stuff.
Do a
to
big
talk
box.
about out of
Yeah, but
that.
you get to keep all of it because you bought it.
You could split it with me if you want.
No, what if there's only one good card?
The
Then we get
way
it
I look
graded.
at it,
Is this marijuana?
yeah, of course it is. The way I look at
That'll
it,
be a soundbite.
let's say it comes with like 20 packs. Pick 10. The cards in those 10 are yours. Oh, it might be clogged,
Yeah, it's a little bit.
or is it dead?
No, it's lighting up.
Pass it here. I'll get it going.
Yeah, that's how they do like a box break, right? Did you get it? Did you get it?
There you go.
Is it working now?
That'll work.
Oh yeah, that's marijuana, all right. That's yummy.
Yeah, Twan got it for me. They have 3 flavors.
Such a nice guy.
Or at least they have 3 flavors until the fucking Canadian government says that it's
Yeah.
too attractive for children.
Yeah. Fuck
And
'em.
instead of just making the regulation like harder to fucking sell to children,
Yeah.
let's just take it away.
Yeah. Well, whatever. We'll
I fucking
we'll
love
always
them.
have normal weed, Adam. The pens
Yeah.
are nice though. What I see today, it's like the planet is, planet Earth is 4.36 billion years old, and you are lucky enough to live in the same time as the pen.
Yep.
Amazing.
I'm not a huge pen fan, but it's nice in a
It's
pinch.
nice.
It's nice when I like have to go to the parents and I don't want to bring the whole weed
and
kit.
then you don't stink like weed. Not that they care, but
Yeah.
It's
I
just-
just find it doesn't hit me the same way. There's nothing like...
it's a different high for
Yeah.
sure. Oh, it's a totally different high.
We went golfing, me and Twan, with our old boss from Byron Pizza, and he brought a friend,
Yeah.
and Twan had a vape. I had my pipe, and I was smoking the pipe, and he goes, "Not trying to tell you how to live,
Oh, your old boss?
but if you..." No, it was his buddy,
Yeah.
and he was like, "But if you smoke those for the rest of your life, you're gonna have problems." And I was like, "Don't worry, pal. I use a bong when I'm home." And he's like, "Oh, okay, that's better because you got the water." I was like,
The filtration.
"Yeah,
Not trying to tell you how to live your life. Well, then fucking don't.
that's."
More
kinda
boss
what
and
I
Brian
think.
Pizza's friend.
I don't know. I like, let's say cigarettes. Like you smoke cigarettes. I don't. I'm not gonna.
Whoa!
fucking
Why you
give you
dropping a
lecture
dime on me?
here.
I don't smoke
He doesn't
cigarettes.
smoke cigarettes.
What if my nana's listening?
I meant.
The vape.
I'm stuck.
It's fine. I enjoy smoking a cigarette every once in a while. Not a big deal.
Was that a secret?
No, it's not a secret.
Well, Jesus, you
I
put
just-
me.
I
You
just
put
give-
me in a fucking pretzel
I was just
for nothing.
I was giving in the pretzel. I was just giving you a hard time. No, because I mean I smoke less than I used to. Like I'm trying to quit smoking. It's just
Have you ever gone to the pretzel place at Westmount Mall?
Mr. Pretzel. Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Fucking
they got it.
awesome,
I just
man.
actually last weekend, 2 weekends ago, I had a Mr. Pretzel.
There's one in White Oaks now too. I haven't gone.
There's
yet.
one in Masonville as well. Dude,
Where?
there's Mr. Pretzel all over the place.
We're in Masonville.
We just went there. Me and Jacob and Ashton just went to Masonville the other day, like 2 weekends
But
ago.
where in the mall?
It's right by the food court.
Wow. I
got
don't
a
really
pretzel.
much.
I got a pretzel dog.
I don't like crowds.
Yeah, no, I can
So
tell.
I
We went
avoid it.
out for lunch today, and it's such a pain in the ass to get you out of this house. And then we come back. You're like, Adam looks at his dog. He's like, "Oh, R2, I'm so happy to be home." I was like, Jesus Christ, Adam, we were literally gone for like a fucking hour.
Did you see how upset he was that we left?
Well, whatever. My dog's at home alone right now too.
Yeah.
They're fine. Dogs. And you know what? All they're doing is sleeping and waiting for you to get back.
Yeah.
Or my dog, sleeping, waiting for me to get back and barking at every single fucking person that walks by the house.
Bob just doesn't get it, guys.
I get it. I don't love my dog. I fucking love my dog. I miss my dog right now like crazy. As soon as I leave here, I
can't speak for you.
I'm gonna go get. Well, let me speak for myself. as soon as I leave here, I'm gonna go get my dog and I'm gonna take him out, and he's gonna run around in the rain. He's gonna fucking love it.
Them all night.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
The best part of your day.
I'm gonna try to. Well, actually, no, we had a nice time today. It was really nice. I'm glad we got.
I think you'll like that more.
I do, yeah, because I'm ready to lay in my bed and watch movies for the rest of the night.
Any good movies?
Yeah, I've.
You gonna try Gladiator 2 for the 14th time?
Did I tell you that earlier?
Yeah.
Oh fuck! I was like, dude, are you I swear to God, when did I say that to you?
You said you tried watching it for the.
Oh, maybe over lunch. I said that. Yeah,
must be a very good movie.
No, it's good. I insist on trying to watch it too late.
Squid Game season 2 is out.
Oh shit! Have you watched the Mr. Beast show? Apparently, it's supposed to be good.
No, there's something about him that just annoys the fuck out of me.
Yeah, what's his real name? It's
I don't know.
He's got a dumb name.
I'm sure he does a lot of good for the world, but I don't know.
Yeah, because he donates a lot of money because he gets all the tax.
My biggest problem is it's not him; it's the other people on the videos.
Yeah,
they're so over the top because they're trying to get that moment on. Thing.
Yeah, so that they go their viral sensation and oh my God, player 27 from Mr. B show.
Well, it's kind of like watching what you would think a grade 4 class would behave like.
Oh, you've watched the show?
No,
but just when you watch his videos, yes,
it's like watching grade 4 kids in adult bodies.
Yeah, yeah.
And I'm like, fuck me, man.
It's not for me, but fucking a lot of people are into that shit. I guess
apparently
more than Bobchat.
I saw a video saying men our age always watch things on YouTube, and I was like, I literally never open the YouTube app.
The only time I'll watch YouTube is
Kill Tony.
I like Kill Tony. I love Kill Tony. But if I'm other than Kill Tony, if I'm at work and I'm just eating my lunch or something, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna watch somebody rip packs for a half an hour on YouTube. You know what I mean? Or I like to watch History Channel or Antiques Roadshow. Yeah. They got some cool shit in there, man. I like old shit.
I got tired of watching the hockey card pack openings because it's these people are spending $300 to open one card, and I'm like, no wonder it's fucking good.
Yeah, seriously.
It kind of takes the surprise out of it. Whereas it's
cool when you just buy a single booster pack.
And you get something
and you hit something crazy.
Out of it, but
fucking Charizard!
And then the Pokemon cards, if
they
had not evolved from when I was a kid, I think I could get back into it. But there's so much.
There's a lot of Pokemon, but they just had the 151 set, Scarlet Violet 151. It's all the OG Pokemon. I actually, dude, I saw a thing. I like to keep a sealed collection. I have actually a really decent Pokemon sealed collection.
I don't know what that means.
Just unopened packages and boxes and so they sell ETBs. They're called Elite Trainer boxes. I have 5 of those unopened that I've been collecting over the last 6-7 years. I have a bunch.
Will you ever open them?
Maybe, or just give them to my kids and say, don't fucking open these. Give them to your grandkids.
That sounds like such a waste.
Oh, whatever. Or I just open them all before I die. But dude, the 151 box I was just watching, dude, they're going for $120 US now.
Well, that's what I mean.
US
4 useless packs. How exciting would it be to open ones that are actually exciting?
Well, again though,
they're made out of your pants for those.
Oh, I was excited about it. It's always
what
fun.
I mean. So you're gonna open cool ones to be?
Don't make, dude. I think every day about going home and just opening all these boxes up. But I got some stuff but it's gonna be worth a ton of money.
On a day that's special.
It's gonna
only to you.
If I know I'm gonna die, I'm just gonna open them up.
That's
and if not, the kids get them.
If you open it when you know you're gonna die, you have a limited time span with those things. Whereas if you do it,
they're just pieces of cardboard. And if they're worth money, I'll say, here, boys, get these graded. Get these graded.
Nah, we have different.
Oh, whatever.
I think you asked me to once
because you're too impatient.
You were like,
save it.
Do you save any? And I was like, no.
Oh, I was.
Why would I pay this money to fucking have them and just?
It's a Pokemon It's a Pokemon 401k, dog.
Nah.
Whatever. You just don't get it. Yeah, but who knows, Adam? In 30 years, I'm like, hey, Adam, remember that box you talked about? Remember I told you it's 125 US in 2024? Guess how much it's worth now? 180 US.
That's what I mean. It could be worth nothing.
No, it'll be worth something. It's dude, they're only going to go up in value. The older it gets, the more valuable they're going to be.
I understand that, but
That's how it is. And people pay top dollar for sealed product because it's an unknown factor.
this is the
What's in there?
discipline that
What's
you're
in there?
talking
Yeah,
about.
you don't have that.
Yeah.
But that's fine. Not everybody, like, dude, trust me.
Not in it for that.
Trust me, there's been a few nights where I've had a couple of drinks and I just thought to myself, I'm like, fuck, I could really open some packs right now. And I was like, I got like 100 packs upstairs.
There's
I've opened a few things that I meant to save, and then I woke up the next day full of regret because I didn't really get any hits, and I was like, you should have just saved it, you idiot. So I don't do that anymore.
It's
It's good self-discipline. Confucius says,
for things like Christmas,
buy
and
pack,
stuff
don't
now,
open.
My family's always like, "What's something fun that we can get you?" And I'm like, hockey cards would be
Top
like,
tier.
top of the list.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
If you got the right boxes and everything, and I definitely got some like scoffs, like, "Oh, that's not a fucking gift."
That's
blah,
a pretty
blah, blah.
fun gift, yeah. It's something you
And,
enjoy.
My grandma literally refuses to. So she'll give me the money that I can go and buy a pack, but she will not
Won't buy
me a
it
pack.
for you.
Yeah. And I'm like, you have no idea how much, like, when I'm opening a pack, there is such a nostalgic factor of like, when I
fuck
was
yeah.
a kid and opening them, but now I have the
money to buy what you want.
that, but also just like the appreciation.
Yes, exactly. You're not just going to throw them in your pocket.
Yeah.
Oh, sick card. You're going to sleeve it up. You're going to keep it nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a collector's game
Exactly.
for sure. Yeah, absolutely.
And,
I love it.
I've tried.
You should get into graded
explaining that.
cards.
Yeah, I don't like. I like having cards that I find interesting. I'm not as concerned on the value of them, or at least not right now.
Well, you're wrong.
I also just
Uh,
I'm not into it enough to want to pay to get
ton of
graded.
money. You can buy
But
graded cards.
There's also no. Yeah, but like those ones are valued what they are, and like it is
It's-
what it is. You're
well,
paying what the value is.
At the end of
You're
the
not
day,
gonna-
for any kind of collectible trading card, it's only what someone's willing to pay. That's what it's worth. Whatever someone's willing to pay. Right? Like who just like a brand new set of Pokemon cards comes out and all of a sudden they're like, "Oh, this card's worth this much money." I'm like, "Well, who's deciding that? Who's deciding that?"
I guess my thing is with hockey cards, there's not really like a player or person or something that I'm
you-
attached to enough that I'm like,
Yeah.
I need that.
Yeah, yeah.
My thrill is opening it based off just buying a box or buying a pack.
Yeah, it's like
and then
gambling. I love it.
I like that factor.
It's the
of it.
unknown because it gives you that little rush.
And then, but aside from gambling, I have something that I can take home with me.
Yeah,
I have
absolutely.
the card. I don't have
Yeah, yeah.
just money in the wallet.
That's
And
fair, and that's fair, and that's you know what? We're all allowed to like
If
stuff.
I ever want to get them graded, they're sleeved, they're staying in good condition. The
Mm-hmm.
card's not fucking changing position, so like I can get them graded 10 years from now. It won't matter.
Exactly.
So
Exactly. Well, and that's the thing. Like, it only makes sense because if it costs you like $60 a graded card, it only makes sense to submit ones that are going to
Yeah.
be good.
yeah,
Like, I got a couple cards at PSA, and we went to Players, which is like a local trading card store today, and I remember when he sent him in, he's like, you know, it's going to take a while. I'm like, yeah, man, don't worry. He's like, all right, don't ask me. I'm like, oh, no, I'm good, man. I was like, I fully understand it takes months for these cards to get graded. And then today I was like, where are my cards, bro? I was like, I'm just fucking with you, dude. But he's a cool guy in there. Hey, shout out
is
to
good.
Players. Shout out to Players, cards and collectibles. Not and or collectibles, and collectibles.
yeah. I'm a Beyond the Pond guy.
Yeah, who gave you a gift card to there?
So Vanessa's mom is like the only one that will do it.
Understands. Yeah.
So she'll give me a gift card straight to that store, which I appreciate because
That's where you go.
I'll
and
save them up till I have enough that I can get
go get something good.
nice.
Something nice, yeah. I
I
really want to get one of those Star Wars boxes.
That it was cool. $110, so it's
It's a lot.
a lot for.
But it's like, yeah,
and
it's
he
like,
really downplayed how cool they were.
well, but it's like,
if the
like,
guy that runs the store is like, it's not worth it.
well, no, but it's like anything though. I mean, like again, you're taking a chance, right? Like you could open a box and get like a crazy valuable card, or open a box and get like one that's like not even worth the price of the box.
So the way I look at it, I guess, is like it would be really cool to have like fucking Luke Skywalker's signature, but getting like the guy who made up the tune of a song in the fucking bar scene. I don't
Well,
care.
it'd be John Williams, but just kidding. But no, but and that's the thing. It's a hit or miss, and it's whatever. But basically, for $110, you get like an autographed card from Star Wars. Could be any actor, actress. Could be anybody.
Yeah.
But I mean, there's like if I ever won the lottery, dude, like we would go to players and like we would just buy so many fucking cards.
I figured out too.
I'd spend
like,
days opening cards.
The last couple of years, what boxes I actually like opening and where I find I'm getting the bang for my buck.
Yeah.
And in reality, it's not too much. Like they're 160, and you get them like once or twice a year.
It's nice. It's nice.
It's a nice treat. And
yeah, it is a nice treat.
I enjoy doing it.
Special day for a special guy.
Yeah, and we had a Secret Santa at work, and it was like a $50 limit. And
how do they all know that you love hockey cards? You told everybody?
So that's the thing. Like my work, we're all over Canada. We don't interact every
So
day.
you don't know that much about these people?
We know them. Like there's only 30 of us. Or
but I mean,
20
still.
of us, but I see them in person maybe twice a year.
Yeah, so everybody kind of gave suggestions on what would be good for them.
Yeah, so you get like a wish list, and I was like, I don't know what to put, $50, and I was like, hockey cards, why not? If it's guaranteed. And then the guy that I was working with was like, oh, I put all these like golf accessories, and I was like, fuck, I want every single one of those.
Yeah.
But then it turned out Vanessa and her mom got me all the things that I would have put on the list. So
oh, perfect.
It worked out perfect.
What'd you get? What's the best thing you got for Christmas?
Probably the Ninja Thirsty. I was the most excited about.
Yeah, so that just makes like your own soda
It's
pop?
like the Soda Stream, but you can do like one cup at a time, and
nice.
yeah, I think it just mixes it better. Like it comes out carbonated, whereas the other one you have to carbonate and then pour the syrup in.
I got.
And if you do it wrong, it fucking pops off all over your kitchen.
Yeah, terrible.
Learn that the hard way.
Yeah. Oh, it's under pressure.
It's as long as the syrup touches the water, like if you drop it directly into it, it just shoots up.
Yeah.
Whereas if you pour it in and it slides into the water, it doesn't do that.
Oh, that's weird, eh?
Yeah.
Well, I got a Ninja blender for my work for Christmas. Yeah, I'm really excited about it. I've never had a blender.
Yeah.
And that's weird. 32, and I've never had a blender, but
They're yeah. Well, you don't always need them, but when you have
protein
them, they're super
shakes. Now we can make. I can make protein shakes.
useful. You can make smoothies.
Ooh,
We haven't done that yet.
I love a good smoothie. We got to get back to working out. We're literally both sitting here and wearing in sweat. I showed up here and Adam's got gray sweatpants and his gray sweater on.
I'm on vacation.
I'm wearing the exact same thing. I was like, wow, it's like we called each other and said.
And these are beige sweatpants.
I was trying to hype up the matchy match. Whatever, fine.
Beige is classier.
Yeah. Hey, where's your dog? Just kidding.
I actually thought this pillow was the dog for the
I thought
longest time.
I was kept out of the corner of my eye, saw his like a stuffed animal on the ground. Like he's just hanging out. He's being a good dog.
Yeah. No, Vanessa took him away.
He go. Yeah.
Yeah.
She left.
There were some raccoons fighting on my front porch the other day, and he went nuts at like 3 a.m. I was like, "Fuck, man!"
And you're not going out there.
Bed.
Not going through that.
Yeah,
rate.
he starts smacking the bell, like I'm gonna let him out.
That's a good. That's a good way to bring this full circle. I'm not going out on the porch to get rabies for a second time.
Yeah, I'm past the 3-month mark, so I'd have to get them all over.
No, you know what though? At least you're not gonna die. And
I should say too, if I had gotten bit like on the shoulder or the neck or something, they would have said go to the hospital right away. They wouldn't have said like chill out. It was only because it was on my toe that they said calm down.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. So kind of best case scenario for a bat bite, but great story. Like everybody, my work thought it was incredible. They're like, dude, take the time you need to go and get those needles. Like,
yeah,
you provided us with the story. And then my boss came back from a leave, and I hadn't talked to her since before. And she's like, oh my God, we're going to have to do like a work trivia thing at our next meeting. And be like, who on our staff has been infected with rabies?
People because it's funny.
Yeah. Oh,
like,
it's a
I'm
great
sorry.
story.
It's just funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got rabies,
Yeah.
dude.
But I was on a video call with one of my bosses, and she was like, so just totally separate. How are you doing? And it was like 2 months later, and I just sat there thinking she was talking to somebody else, and finally I was like, are you talking to me?
Yeah.
She's like, yeah, how are you doing? I was like, are you
What,
meaning in like reference to the bat bite? She's like, yeah.
Did somebody else here have rabies?
I would have thought like, how are the rabies doing? And I would have answered right away. But
well, that would have made more sense.
Yeah.
Well,
so
I'm glad we could do this again, and I will have to get you back on again soon, and we can talk a little bit more about what's going on. And
yeah, maybe we can talk about like perceived thoughts versus reality when it comes to babies. Because
I can try to help you a little bit.
Bob keeps telling me the diapers will come, but that is
always because he doesn't want to change shitty diapers. I'm like, Adam, it's like if somebody said to me, hey, can you change my kid's shitty butt? I'd be like, gross, but like they're your kid, and it doesn't
help.
It stinks like poo, dude. But like whatever, you got to do it.
It's okay. Think of it like this: like I'm okay with needles. I don't like getting needles.
But you won't change your daughter's poopy butt.
No. Let me finish. Jesus. If Vanessa needs a needle, it's a much bigger deal. It's the same thing, but it's a much bigger deal. It is the same concept.
You're never gonna get
us in the diapers.
Yeah, but what are you gonna do if she's at work and you're the only one here? You're just gonna let the kid
fucking
you're gonna let
mask up, gloves on, fucking cover.
Wow, the baby's been taking a lot of baths when Dad's watching her.
I'll just hold it down. Yeah, why not?
Yeah, just set her out on the deck and get the hose out and.
She made a comment once about having to like freeze bottles and stuff so that when she's not at the house, I can still feed it. And there was like a moment of realization there. I was like, "You're gonna leave me alone with the baby? Mm-hmm. Holy fuck, that's so scary."
You're gonna be fine. It's always scary at the beginning. You're gonna be fine, dude.
I was saying to somebody the other day that right now it's 3 months away, but very quickly it'll be it's 3 months away to next Tuesday.
Yeah. Oh, it's happening.
There's going to be a baby in this house.
It's happening. It's coming soon. You're going to be fine, though.
Scares the shit out of me.
So now you told me off the pod a little while ago that if I asked you to leave us with some words of wisdom, you would have something for us today.
I heard some great words of wisdom, and I wish I had known them when I was a kid.
Drop it on just really quick. I just want to thank you.
It's a quick liner.
Okay, hold on. I just not making you wait. Thanks for listening, guys. You know where to find us. Instagram, Facebook, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, Amazon Music. If you like Bob Chat, please tell your friends. You know, it's we do get a lot of enjoyment out of doing this, but we'd like to have some more people enjoy it as well too. So let your friends know it's at Bob Chat Podcast. It's Bobchat Baby. Adam, hit us with the words of wisdom. What do you got?
Never take criticism from someone you would not take advice from.
Ooh, wow. Philosophizing on me and shit. To everybody that wrote "Stay cool" in my high school yearbook, I've got great news, guys. It's Bobchat Baby. We'll talk to you later. Bye. You can say bye.
Okay, see you later.
See you later. There it is. Nobody ever wants to say goodbye. Just say goodbye already. Wow, great episode. Oh, the mic's on? Adam had rabies. Bye.
I want my pockets in my lady, simple life but not too crazy. I'm slim but I ain't shady, fuck you if you hate me. I'm rocking the mic cause it's Bobchat, baby.